actually a compilation of the past 6 months of my life. 6 months ago, I wasn't in a good space. I was going through a lot. I wasn't happy with myself, blah, 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 blah. And I decided to change a few things. And what started out as a journey, which was like a desperate attempt to get things together, ended up being the most healing 6 months of my life. Anyways, I hope you guys like it. And yeah. This was me a few months ago. And this is me now. And I pushed until my breaking point, until I couldn't, and so I had to do something. The very first thing I did was quit Instagram. The second thing I did was to start working out again. It wasn't easy to finally move my body after months of having done nothing. It definitely required a lot of motivation. But I also knew that if I wanted to get out of this rut once and for all, I had to do this. So I started working out at home and going for walks and runs. But that wasn't enough for me, so I started trying out new classes. The next thing was fixing my diet. Of course, I quit eating out and junk food as well as sugar, but I also started meal prepping, which really helped me to add more protein and fiber into my diet. If you're someone like me who likes organizing, this was actually very fun, and it made sure that I gave no excuses. Quitting sugar was one of the harder things I did because I have a sweet tooth, but I also like fruits, so I made my peace with it somehow. I also started substituting my sugar intake with a few treats that I would make at home. Of course, they didn't always hit the spot, but they somehow came near. Next time, I think I should just add. Today I did not feel like going for a run, so instead I did a 20-minute dance workout on YouTube, and it was the first time I ever did it, and it was actually pretty fun. Of course, I got a few funny looks from my parents. They probably worried why I was jumping around, but I guess they're just used to it. Oh, I already broke it. It's still a little bitter. I'm gonna go hop in the shower, and then I am going to order amazing food because today is my cheat day. And after that, I'm gonna actually watch a movie. I was thinking Jab We Met. My food is here. My bags. My most awaited days would be my cheat days, where I would allow myself to eat my favorite foods. And I know some people don't like the concept of cheat days, but they help me stay disciplined. And I'm a foodie, so I can go all out if I don't have restrictions. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy my favorite food every now and then, because otherwise I would burn out. However, it was a little difficult to not eat when your friends were eating on days that were not my cheat days, but I would just order something healthy. A couple of months in, I finally found a class that I liked, which was boxing. It set a routine for me, which not only would I follow on boxing days, but on the days that were off. I finally had a strict routine and I loved it. It was on a random Sunday that me and my friend decided to run a 5 kilometer marathon, and that changed a lot of things for me. I am so tired. I slept at like 1 o'clock, woke up at 8, and that's just not enough sleep for me for some reason. Plus, I need to get ready, and like, I'm still gonna be late to work, but just the thing though, but I still feel guilty if I don't work out even one day, and I think that's wrong. Like, I shouldn't feel bad. It was in the first week of April that I finally quit my job, and though I learned a lot from this experience, I was ready to leave. It was at that time that I started taking running a lot more seriously. After running my 5K marathon, it really motivated me to run longer distances. I fell in love with running. Along with that, I also started training more rigorously. However, my goals had changed. It wasn't just about my weight or how I looked, but I wanted to be strong. And that is why I set a few goals for myself that I am still working towards achieving, like doing a full push up, maybe a pull up in the future, and running longer distances. Despite everything, just having quit my job and having so much time in my hands left me very lost and feeling like I did not have a purpose. I did not know what to do, but just like they say, you should take it one day at a time, and that is exactly what I decided to do. In addition to everything else, I also started paying more attention towards my skin, my body care, my hair, and all the things that I had been neglecting for the past 8 months. Baby lotion. Because one, it's really light, and it also smells like babies, which is basically the best smell in the world. My skin is breaking out left and right, as you can see, and there's literally nothing I can do about it except for just like deal with it. I have stopped putting on makeup since my skin started breaking out because I didn't want to give it even more reason to break out, but just like this never happens to me, and I think my skin is detoxing. I'm just like hoping that's the reason this is happening, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, this is it's like this really sucks, especially the marks that the pimples leave after is what really bothers me. But as my acne finally settled a bit after a few months, I decided to try out a few new products and revamp my skincare routine. I am someone who cannot function in an unclean space. I clean my room every day. Like, I know, I have a problem. But this time my room really needed a deep clean, so I did that and got rid of everything that I hadn't used in months. So, I have decided to do a 14-day challenge. Why 14 days? Well, because on the 28th of April, there is a 10K marathon which I have signed up for. Why did I do that? I honestly don't know. I have run 5k before. I run 5k every few days, and I just feel like running a 10k. I'm gonna challenge myself. I am shit scared because 10k, 5k, huge difference. It's like double the amount I run, and 5k is not like a walk in the park for me, honestly. The reason I wanted to do that was because now that I'm done with my job, I wanted to bring in discipline back into my life. Since I had decided to run the 10k marathon, I started prepping for it. I, of course, had boxing, and on days I did not have boxing, I would go on runs. I gradually increased the distances I ran by the day. And it was all going great until I sprained my back. I didn't even realize how. Somehow it's gotten worse, like even after stretching. This. But even this is just like giving me relief for 5 minutes before it's starting to pain again. What's sad though is that tomorrow is my marathon. This time I made a better plan and I actually stuck to it entirely. And I was ready for my 10k marathon. After my 10-kilometer marathon, I cried. And it just felt like a big achievement for me. There was a time up until like 6 months ago where even running a 3k was a big deal for me. Like the fact that I ran 10k and not just ran it, but within good time, with good pace, with good posture, and I ran without stopping. And I just had to take a minute to sort of stop and breathe and realize how far I've come. Raining outside, it's really cold, but I just realized something I've been struggling with for a while is that I feel unhappy, and I'm not supposed to feel unhappy right now in my life because I have everything that I have worked for, finally. So it doesn't make sense for me to be unhappy. Two reasons. Reason number one, I've been expecting too much. Trust me, I've never been the kind to expect so much from life. It's just that right now, because I've been putting in the work, I feel like I deserve the results. And the results do come. I just feel like, oh, I was owed this anyway. So I'm not really like, appreciating it, or I'm not grateful for it. I was so busy just thinking that, I need to do more, or I need more, and I need to get this, that I sort of overlooked what I have right now. And 6 months ago, what I have today, would have made me so happy. Expectations really, really kill your happiness. I guess now that I've realized it, I can like keep a check on it. I'm gonna still work hard, and I'm gonna keep working hard for my goals, but I'm not gonna expect anything. I am not gonna care about the results, basically. There's a saying in the Bhagavad Gita which says, Karm karo, phal ki chinta mat karo. That has never hit so hard in my life. And then at the same time, I'm going to be very grateful for what I already have. Trusting God, universe, or whatever you believe in, that the universe or God has your back and He will give it to you in due time when He seems fit. And so just exercising that trust and being like, okay, I trust you and I know you're going to give this to me. A big part of showing your gratitude for what you have is enjoying it. So enjoy life. Second thing I realized why I'm unhappy right now is because I have been waiting, putting my life on hold too long. Like I've been waiting. My mindset for the past few months has been, okay, I will achieve this and then I'll do that. I will achieve this, then I'll go on that trip. I will lose weight, then I'll wear that dress. Which is amazing. Like it's good to have goals in life, but I have done that to such an extent. The thing about life is you're gonna have some or the other thing going on continuously, so you can't really keep putting so many things on hold all the time. You have to live in the now, because one, tomorrow isn't guaranteed. It isn't guaranteed to anybody on this earth. Just, I know you cannot live everything in one day. That's not possible. But at least you can live what's meant to be lived now. Like, why plan so much? Like, it's good to have long term plans, but like, don't go too deep in doing just that. Life currently looks like this. So, this was my journey, or to put it correctly, this was my journey so far. I know I have a very long way to go. I don't feel like I have reached anywhere near my goals, but my outlook on life has changed, and I want to keep going forward with that outlook. And I'm very happy. Like, I'm not saying that everything in my life is perfect right now, but they're a lot better than they used to be. I've also realized how much of a difference 6 months or just a few months of focus and hard work can make in your life. I have done much more in these past 6 months than I have done in a very long time. I know it's not something I should be bragging about. I know. And so now finally I'm in a place where I feel like I'm ready to start a new chapter. All these changes that I made in my life now finally feel like they're a part of me. They don't feel foreign. They feel like I've grown accustomed to these changes finally. So now I can focus on living life fully. Now, it's not like I wasn't doing anything at all, but I had put a lot of things on hold. So now I just want to enjoy everything. And I'm really looking forward to it. I know it's a little ambitious, but you've got one life, right? So yes, that was that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it.